Hello, on this video I'm going to show you all the key elements that you will need in order to be a successful language learner and to get a very good grade at your GCSE. Let's get started. First of all, the first element that you need to consider is your OneNote. Your OneNote is where all your lessons will be in. Please listen to your teacher and how your teacher will structure your content library. All the different sections, your grammar sections, your sentence builder sections, your oral sections, and how your teacher expects you to work with this, because that's going to be your first revision element that you will need for your GCSE. Secondly, super important, which is key, is your sentence builders. You are going to learn through sentence builders. You will need to know the sentence builders inside out. Your lessons will be basically based on different activities, tasks from listening, from reading, from translation, from oral, to help you get these sentence builders into your long-term memory. So these are key and you need to know where they are and you need to revise them periodically. In order to revise them, in order to learn them, you have got Quizlet. Every sentence builder that you learn in lessons will be linked to a Quizlet course. It's not just important that you do these Quizlet courses because you've got a vocabulary test set by your teacher, but what is very important is that you use them periodically to go back to all topics and to revise and past topics every so often so they become part of your long-term memory. That is absolutely crucial. We all know the topic that we are learning. The problem is, can I remember the topic that we did and the vocabulary that we did 3 weeks ago, 3 months ago, last year? And that's basically what Quizlet will help you, because all your Quizlet's links will be in OneNote. The other element is grammar and your verb endings. For that, we do have this wonderful app, the Language Gym. Use it. If you know sometimes you got problems with your verb endings and you can only remember the I form, go and do a Language Gym every so often. Again, it will be part of your normal lesson structure and routine, but do it as well on your own. Finally, revision work. I'm talking about revision when I'm referring to the sentence builders, and that is something very important. You need to be independent and you need to revise. And for that, your teacher will help you with some Padlets that will actually create a revision setting that you could follow if you choose to do so to help you. But it's very important that you start revising as early as possible and not to leave it to about 2 or 3 weeks before your exam. To sum up, what you need to do is do everything that you have, that your teacher will tell you to do in lessons, to do everything that you have in your OneNote, but most importantly, what I would like you to become is independent and to have ownership of your own learning. And for that, what you need to do is to use the revision work in your area, in your OneNote area, very important. And to self your test, and this is super important, periodically and interleaving topics. What does it mean? Not just the last topic that we are learning that we are very good at, but mixing up topics. When you revise your sentence builders, every so often revise the topics that you did, for example, 3 months ago. Interleave, mix up the topics from a new one, from one that you learned last year, one that you learned 3 months ago, and periodically. If you leave it till the last minute, it will be extremely difficult. For that, you can use your own tests as well. You can use Quizlet, you can use quizzes and create your own tests. And another thing that you can do is to redo the lesson tasks that normally you would do with your teacher. Your teacher creates a lot of interactive activities using learning apps or wheel of names, to mention a few. Go back to your OneNote and go back and redo these activities, because these activities can be used as self-quizzing tools. So that help you again to this retrieval practice, and they help you to get all that information into your long-term memory. Finally, do past papers. Super important for the listening and the reading. The vocabulary for GCSE repeats itself. So the more you do these past papers and the more you become familiar with the vocabulary, especially making account of that vocabulary in your own random Quizlet, the more chances you will have to encounter it again in an exam situation. Finally, talk to your teachers. Your teacher will give you feedback all the time. Listen to the feedback. You need to know what your good points, strong points are, but the most important, you need to know where your weakest or your links are. And you need to work on those weak links, and you need to do revision, particularly in those weak links. I know that for you to know that, you need the feedback from your teacher. So talk to your teacher, ask for advice, and above all, believe in yourself because we, the teachers, believe in you. Good luck.